You guys, it's the kid, man. So let's talk about my favorite player in the world, Mr. Erling Haaland. And all of you guys who think that I'm against white people or against white players, what do I preach about your boy Zidane and Hazard? I think that's pretty great. I love white people, man. White people, man. I was about to say something else, but look, yo, what up, baby? All right, let's look into this rather interesting story, shall we? So, La Liga would be a very good league for Erling Haaland, says his father, Alf Inge Haaland. So let's just read this now. So Alf Inge Haaland, the father of Borussia Dortmund sensation Erling Haaland, has said La Liga would be a very good league for the striker in the future. Speaking about his son's progress, the former Man City and Leeds United midfielder said he's happy to see him performing well at Dortmund and discussed the competitions he thinks are best suited for the 19-year-old. All right, let's just go down to it. So yeah, Dortmund told us that they needed someone like him and that the goal is as high as possible. He is at a team that fights for the Bundesliga and is growing in European competitions. It is perfect to continue training. We're linked to more than 100 teams, but it is true that the Spanish is a very good league for my son with great teams. You never know if he will play in Spain. What has to happen will happen. As he goes to say, yeah, my son plays with Martin, and this is Martin Odegaard, who I think is in Madrid. He's a great footballer. They understand each other very well on the pitch. So, I think what is interesting here is, what does it say here? So it says, you never know. I think this bit here is interesting. You never know if he will play in Spain. What has to happen will happen. What has to happen will happen. So, see, my thing here is this: is that don't rush things, especially when you're a young player. You don't want to rush into things, you know. And Alf Inge Haaland has a great thing going with Dortmund, and you don't want to, you know, excuse a better term. You don't want to shoot your load before it's your time to do so. And I think in Alf Inge Haaland, if you now say, my gosh, like I'm scoring here, I'm scoring them, just this amazing scoring sensation, and like, man, let me go to Real Madrid with the huge, massive spotlights and the massive pressure there. I'm going to succeed there. And it's like, are you sure? Because there are many, many things, because I believe that, because remember, there were many teams that he was thinking of going to. United were on the list. I think maybe even Bayern were on the list. Dortmund were on the list. And I think, you know, what was the thing, so was obviously the environment of Dortmund, how they help young players, how they're competing for titles, as his father said, but also the system. The system, he knew that, you know, this is a very attacking, forward-thinking player. And with the players that they have, and with Favre's system, this would work well for our system and for my player, my characteristics more so than for Man United, you know. So, but the thing though is, you know, if you're rolling with Real Madrid and so forth, it's the pressure you have at Real Madrid is not the same pressure that you'll have either at Red Bull Salzburg or at Dortmund. And I think there's going to be so much put on his shoulders. So I wouldn't advise him to go to Madrid anytime soon. I'd say develop your skill set at Dortmund, win some titles, win some matches, and just raise your stock. But most importantly, improve yourself as a player. Sancho has been great for him, and I think that Sancho is good enough to move to any team. But even I would say to Sancho that no, keep hustling, keep doing good where you are, keep doing good where you are until you've reached a point where no, you know, you're pretty much close to the finished article. Alf Inge Haaland is damn good right now as a striker, but there is still so much in his game he needs to improve with regards to build up play, you know, linking play, ball control of the ball, movement to the ball, and so forth. I mean, you're looking at what Benzema does. And people will insult Benzema by saying, yeah, well, the guy doesn't score a lot of goals. His goal stuff has dried up, but his overall game is so good. And then when you're playing in a Real Madrid where its technical ability is paramount amongst everybody, you look at Sergio Ramos all the way to the striker, to the left back, everybody in the Madrid team, it is paramount that you are quality on the ball. You have high quality technique on the flipping ball. So for Haaland, man, I just say chill. You don't need to rush this. And of course, if you're his father, Alf Inge Haaland, you know, you're like, man, you know, you want to set the benchmark very, very high. And 100%, I do believe that, because remember, I think Erling even said to himself that, oh, he wants to be like Ibrahimovic. He wants to test himself in different leagues and so forth. So I definitely see a scenario where, boom, let me succeed at Madrid, let me succeed at Bayern, let me win this here and everything. And that's all cool, but I just think chill. Chill. Because even if I've gotten onto Ibrahimovic and so forth, Ibrahimovic was a rare, amazing talent. And I don't believe that Erling Haaland will be able to achieve what Ibrahimovic achieved as an individual with regards to pretty much almost individually winning trophies for different teams in different leagues. So that's a whole that's a whole different level of talent and effectiveness, man. So my advice is develop, improve. Because I think he does need to improve. I mean, he's an amazing goal scorer, but it's a risk. Because if you now assume, you've done well in two teams, Real Madrid and La Liga, because they talked about going into Spain. La Liga is a far tougher league than the Bundesliga. That's just me being real. Bundesliga isn't easy, but La Liga, there are far better players, far more experienced players in La Liga. Bundesliga is known as a place for orphans. Street kids that were denied a home. That's where they go to Bundesliga for solace. Whereas that in La Liga, it's a mixture of youth, but also a lot of seasoned players and some of the best players, especially technically, are in La Liga. So before you want to just thrust yourself in there, first of all, going into a tougher league and one of the biggest clubs in the world in Real Madrid, you have to be ready. 100%. I believe if Haaland, because he's good at the goal scoring, and that is something that can't be taught. But if he can just chill out, relax and wait, then I do believe that, this kid can do something. Because again, I told you, as a football player, technically, but I cannot deny that he has something special with regards to goal scoring. But you shouldn't be too arrogant. You shouldn't really get ahead of yourself, and you should always be balanced. The key to life is balance. Of course, you have to have self-belief and a little bit of swagger and arrogance. Every striker has to have a bit of arrogance, but at the same time, it must be balanced with being humble to know that I can always improve. I can always get better. And let me put myself in the best possible position to succeed once I go to Real Madrid, because you only get one chance. Once you flop at Real Madrid, that's it. You don't get second chances. So you have to be ready once that goes through. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.